At the beginning of the film, we see a group of thieves wearing masks, and at this moment they were robbing this store. One of them points a gun at the head of the store owner, demanding a large amount of money. Suddenly, the situation changes completely. A large number of police officers arrive outside the store. When the thieves refuse the deal offered by the police, the specially trained SWAT team arrives immediately. After their arrival, the leader of the SWAT team, named Tate, orders the thieves to surrender. However, the thieves refuse to surrender. Because of that, Tate and 3 of his team members, named Janet, Hant, and Blanco, enter the store. As soon as they go inside, they use their fighting skills to take down the thieves. Even though they succeeded in the mission, some civilians who were trapped inside were injured, and the store was damaged due to the gunfire exchange. After this mission, the 4 of them celebrate the success they achieved. The next day, their superior officer calls them in, and the 4 of them are accused of the damage they caused in the store, even though they defeated the thieves. Since they made a mistake, they are told that the next day they will undergo training about how to protect civilians. This man is the one assigned to give them the training, but Tate and his team give no importance to this training. When the trainer realizes that they are not interested in the training, he leaves the place. In the next scene, we are introduced to Dimitri and Ilya, who have kidnapped a man named Kenny, because they were searching for a bag that contained important things. Only Kenny knew where the bag was hidden. At the same time, a black car arrives at the location. Lamp 1 and another man are inside the car. Because they don't know each other, they become suspicious of one another, and Dimitri and Lamp 1 point guns at each other. Luckily, a short time later, they understand each other because they were both searching for the same bag that Kenny had hidden. While they were talking, they hear the sound of a police car, and they hide inside their car to avoid being seen by the police. We see that the sound they heard was from the SWAT team led by Tate. After that, Tate informs his team that they will conduct a training exercise here. First, they arm themselves, and then they begin the training exercise in the area where the thieves were hiding. The thieves begin to panic. The situation escalates further when a gunfight breaks out among them. Tate hears the gunfire from far away. Blanco is sent to check what's going on. Unfortunately, Blanco is shot by the man who was with Lamp 1. After that, Dimitri realizes that the SWAT team has come to this place for training, and he figures it out when he sees they are using fake bullets training rounds. But the SWAT team had no idea that these thieves were in the area. Regardless, Tate and his team begin to look for Blanco because he's been gone for too long. Eventually, Dimitri and Lamp 1 face off. Since the thieves knew that Tate and his team were using training weapons, they didn't feel afraid. Tate and his team flee the area and enter a room nearby, locking the door behind them. The door is made of solid metal, making it difficult for the thieves to break through. Tate and his team start thinking of ways to survive this situation. Unfortunately, all their real weapons and phones were left inside the vehicle, so the team is trapped in this place for a while. A little later, they come up with a plan to defeat these thieves. Meanwhile, Dimitri and Lamp 1 fight over the bag that Kenny had hidden. At this point, we as a Monday recap still don't know what exactly is inside the bag. Dimitri calls for backup, another group he wants to help him fight the SWAT team. Sorry to interrupt the movie, but I ask you to please subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Minutes later, Alia, who was with Dimitri, enters the SWAT team's car parked outside. Also, the group Dimitri requested arrives at the scene. After that, they begin planning how to break through the metal door, knowing the SWAT team is trapped inside. When they fail to break it, Dimitri suggests climbing through the top floors of the building to reach the SWAT team from above. At the same time, Tate realizes the thieves left near the door, and he rushes to the team's vehicle to avoid being seen, trying to get weapons. But once he enters the car, a gun is placed on his head. Tate easily defeats the man. He also rescues Kenny, who was being held captive, and they flee from the car because the thieves have returned. They return to the room. Suddenly, Janet is attacked by someone, but Tate arrives just in time and kills the attacker. Afterward, Tate follows Kenny to the bathroom, where he learns the bag is the reason Kenny is being hunted. Then Kenny shows them another secret exit door. Meanwhile, Lampone's friend Ferrin arrives to help. Dimitri and Lamp 1, now working together, decide to defeat the SWAT team, but they can't find them in the building. However, Ferrin discovers the secret path they escaped through. Tate orders his team to split up and exit from different directions. They also take the important bag with them. Tate, not expecting it, gets punched hard in the face by Ferrin, causing him to pass out. The rest of the team and Kenny, the man who had the bag, are captured. Then Dimitri orders Ilya to kill Tate, but Tate tells them he has the bag they were looking for. After hearing that, Dimitri changes his mind. Lamp 1 retrieves the bag he was searching for. But when he checks inside, nothing is there. Hant had hidden the contents to prevent anyone else from finding them. Lamp 1 suspects Dimitri of hiding the items, and immediately orders his team to track Dimitri. Meanwhile, Tate offers Dimitri a deal to work together and eliminate Lamp 1 and his crew. Because even if they find the bag, there's no trust between them. Dimitri agrees with Tate and unties his hands. A short while later, Tate, Dimitri, and Ilya escape using the SWAT vehicle with a new plan. But soon, Lamp 1 and his allies catch up to them. A shootout breaks out between the two sides. Lamp 1 becomes furious. He pressures Kenny to tell him what was in the bag, because even Lamp 1 himself didn't know what was inside. When Kenny refuses to tell him, Lamp 1 shoots him in the head. Hant is sent after the man and is ordered to retrieve the bag from its hiding place. Soon after, Hant manages to take out the man. Then he rescues Janet from Lamp 1. Meanwhile, Dimitri and Tate return to the building they left behind while being chased. Unfortunately, when they arrive, the place turns into a battlefield again. Lamp 1 and his forces arrive. Even the SWAT team's vehicle was shot at the tire. After a long fight, Tate and his team managed to blow up the car that Lamp 1 and his team were hiding in. After defeating them, Dimitri unexpectedly turns against the SWAT team. He kneels down the team and grabs the bag he had been searching for. In the end, Ilya is ordered to eliminate the three of them. But once again, the situation changes. Ilya is knocked unconscious by Lamp 1 hitting her in the head. Lamp 1 and Ferrin survive. Dimitri is forced to sit down. As Ferrin tries to kill everyone, Tate pleads for a chance. When it's granted, Tate and his team place small devices in their ears. Moments later, Tate activates a sonic bomb. It damages everyone's hearing and releases smoke. If you didn't use the same protection the SWAT team had, you'd be injured. In the next scene, Ferrin and Tate have a fierce hand-to-hand fight, both skilled fighters. After many minutes of fighting, Tate finally kills Ferrin. In the final scene, Tate and his team successfully capture Lamp 1, Ilya, and Dimitri. They take the bag, which turns out to be full of money. The next day, Tate, Hant, and Janet are called to the commander's office. Instead of being criticized like before, he expresses condolences for the death of their teammate Blanco. That's where today's movie ends. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like and please subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching.